In 1980, Atari released the arcade game Missile Command, a game that is just as popular now as when it was released. The cabinet features a trackball where you would defend the 6 cities from ballistic missiles. The gameplay was fun, and it was also released during the Cold War, as this added to the attraction of playing the game. It appeared that Missile Command would be a short-lived arcade game. The problem is consumers played the game so much that it no longer became a challenge. And because it was no longer a challenge, people were no longer dropping quarters in the machine. Therefore, the arcade owners were losing money on their investment. That all changed when this man, Steve Gulson, a MIT student, where he and his friends ran a side business installing mods to arcades to make them harder and more interesting. Requests were coming in for a Missile Command mod, however one did not exist. With the help of his friends and one of the parents with a $25,000 investment, Steve and the gang were able to rework the Missile Command hardware and software and create a mod to take Missile Command and make it a super missile attack. The guys took out ads in the arcade trade publications, and it wasn't long before people were asking at the local arcades if they could get the game, and at this point General Computer Corporation was born, and the small company was raking in over $250,000 in a few months. Steve Gulson was pretty smart and figured Atari would be coming after him and his company, and that is exactly what happened. Atari sued for copyright infringement, and General Computer Corporation's defense was that they were modding machines that were already owned. Steve bent over backwards and accommodated any request the judge made, and it appeared that Atari was going to lose the case. Everybody in the game industry felt that Atari was going to lose as well, and that would change the way games were developed. Steve was also aware as to what was at stake. While the trial was still going on, General Computer Corporation had just finished the Crazy Auto mod, which rewrote the Pac-Man's AI to be less predictable. Atari wanted to try and settle out of court, and this was not public knowledge at the time, so Steve told Atari, "Give me a few days," and in that time he was able to sell the Crazy Auto mod to Midway, and Midway reworked this game to give us Miss Pac-Man. After that deal was made, Atari would cut a deal with an offer that could not be refused. The deal was Atari drops the lawsuit, General Computer Corporation works for Atari for 24 months at the pay rate of $50,000 a month, and at the end, everyone walks away happy. During the time with Atari, General Computer Corporation created Food Fight and the Atari 2600 versions of Centipede and Miss Pac-Man. They also created half of the Atari 5200 cartridges and the chip design for the Atari 7800. In 1984, GCC shifted gears and made computer parts for Macintosh, then the Mac mod for the Hyperdrive, and eventually changed their name to GCC Technologies, where they sold laser printers until the company was dissolved in 2015. If the outcome was different with the Atari lawsuit, who knows what the game industry would be like today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Consider a like and a sub, and I hope to see you on the leaderboards.